The Mercedes-AMG A35 exists for one reason: to be a better grown-up hot hatch than the Volkswagen Golf R. That car has been the definitive hot hatch all-rounder for half a decade. If you wanted a more refined, more sophisticated sort of performance hatchback, it had to be a Golf R. So the question is, can the A35 finally dethrone it? On paper, the two cars are near enough identical. Like the Golf R, the Mercedes has four-wheel drive, a dual-clutch gearbox and a 300 horsepower 2-litre turbo engine. Both cost around £35,000 basic as well. With the optional aero body kit, the A35 looks especially aggressive. Go without and the car is actually quite subtle, particularly in a muted colour. You'll save £2,595 too. Mercedes has been building hot hatches for several years now. The previous shape, A45 AMG, was a very fast, a very premium feeling machine, but it wasn't special to drive. There'll be a new A45 along soon with more than 400 horsepower. This A35 is the AMG entry point. Entry model it may be, but the A35 is not at all short on performance. It'll crack 62 miles per hour in only 4.7 seconds, thanks in part to four-wheel drive and that very quick-shifting dual-clutch gearbox. It tops out at 155 miles per hour. Apart from all that power and performance, the A35 has one particular trick up its sleeve. That's its cabin. Check it out. This is the finest hatchback cabin out there right now. It looks modern and stylish, the build quality is very good and the materials all feel expensive. Overall, it makes a VW Golf's cabin feel pretty average. Now, some people might find this cabin a little bit flash. This piano black stuff here, it's very shiny, it can get covered in fingerprints and dust, but generally I think buyers are going to be blown away by the quality of this interior. The seating position is basically good. The seat may be just a little bit too high even in its lower setting. Good space in the rear and a very decent boot as well. Like the 10-inch twin digital screens, you'll pay for them. This car comes equipped with the optional AMG Premium Plus package, which adds leather upholstery, the 10-inch central screen, the 10-inch instrument binnacle display, parking assist, heated seats, a glass sunroof, a Burmester stereo and more besides. It costs £3,595. That's clearly a lot of money, but you get plenty for it, so I'd say it's an option worth having. These two screens, they're crystal clear and beautifully rendered. This central one is a touchscreen, but you can also navigate it using the laptop style trackpad down here. Overall, the infotainment system in this car is a triumph. So what's this A35 actually like to drive? One of the first things you notice is that it's actually got quite a tough ride quality. You notice it most on bumpy B roads and on the worst maintained urban roads. Actually, it's not really crashy, it's not terrible by any means. This particular car doesn't have the optional adaptive dampers. They cost about £800 and I think an option worth having. When you put your foot down, the A35 is searingly fast and its exhaust note seems to be borrowed directly from a purpose-built sports car. It's got a whole suite of drive modes as well. I can use the toggle switch down here to cycle through them. So you've got slippery mode for when it's wet outside, comfort, sport, sport plus, and an individual mode as well. Now, in one of the more aggressive settings, say sport plus, this thing becomes a real rocket. It's fantastic to drive along a winding B road. Tons of grip, really, really good, accurate steering, excellent body control as well, masses of pace, point to point. And with four-wheel drive, traction is very good as well. Even in the wet, it'll put down every one of its 300 horsepower. But that four-wheel drive system is heavily front-biased. It's there simply to improve traction, not to make the A35 slide under power like a rally car. But this car really is good fun to drive. It's incredibly quick. The engine is full of character, bundles of power and torque, good throttle response as well. And it sounds good. It's got a good tuneful, sporty soundtrack. Gearbox, excellent. Really quick shifts in manual mode. It's very smooth in automatic mode as well. The only real criticism you can level at this car from a dynamic point of view is how firm and tough it feels over a very bumpy B road. Again, the optional adaptive dampers will help to put that right. So does it replace the Golf R as the premium hot hatch of choice? There's almost nothing in it, but I would still have the Golf by the slimmest margin. I just think it's slightly sweeter to drive along a really great road. Having said that, if you went for the A35 instead, I would totally understand. It's a fantastic car. Now, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to comment below and subscribe to the CarGurus YouTube channel. Remember as well to head to cargurus.co.uk because that's where you will find the used car you're looking for from a top-rated dealer.